Is it rolling?
Yeah, it's fine.
Cool.
Okay,
So
what do you expect of today? It's a warm day, isn't it? So that's going to play a major key role.
we've got the hottest day of the year ahead. So we've got Loch Lomond. We're just here at the bottom in Balloch, and it's not gonna be straight line. We're gonna be staying close to the west edge of the loch at all times and traveling north to Ardlui. And the challenge is to obviously get as big as possible all the way there. Today definitely will be sunny, so hydration is the key, and the sun protection actually. Dehydration or sun really serious problems. You know, last time we were kayaking in the middle of the winter and we had opposite spectrum. It's actually freezing was the problem, or potentially freezing. Luckily we didn't at Loch Ness in December last year, but now it's completely opposite. We're gonna have reaches of 20 degrees heat today, but because of the sun reflection, it's gonna be potentially taking our skin by surprise. So that's why we put a lot of sun cream already. Absolutely. So here is the map. No, plenty of wildlife along the way as well, but we're going to talk about it. So yeah, we're going to be doing lots of descriptions of the route along the way. Right, so the cameras are in the ignition. Yeah, exactly, so that's not a problem. Take it easy, sir. The same. If something is happening with the van, feel free to call A-Lift Cycles. Okay, you can find on the internet definitely the number if you don't have it. Ah yes, sorry, that's the number to call. So Neil is in the shop all day if it's something mechanically orientated. Okay. Other than that, hopefully we won't have to see you before Luss. Somewhere on the beach. Doesn't have to be the big beach. Yeah, we're gonna be. So it's the third time we're doing about it now, so semi-pro level. Nice one, good warm up, Jamie. 10 o'clock. So can you see to the left hand side there is a plane on the water. So this is the only loch in Scotland, the only loch in Britain, sorry, where regular planes are landing in and out. So that's another, yeah, so, yep. So it takes, I think, only 8 to 10 people on board, and you can go for a couple hour fly around this part of Scotland. Then we did Loch Ness in the winter, so it wasn't the longest, but it was definitely the most famous lake in Britain. But we did it in the winter in the horrible weather. I can't think of a more difficult weather I ever faced on a lake in my life. Yeah, I just didn't want to tell you that on the day. You know, there were some big waves. We had 4 serious storms with snow in it. It was absolutely crazy. But we made it, which was great. Yep. Oh, absolutely. No, but something which I'm able to, or trying at the moment this morning, Jamie, is to what our body is capable of doing, and our mental strength is one thing, but having somebody next to you can help you to create the pace of you may not be aware of. So at the moment it's try and error for the first hour, but yeah. Good. Once we're gonna get to the sandy beach, we're gonna have a wee sip of water as well, to just keep it regular, okay? Nice one. If If at any point you're gonna start feeling tired or dehydrated or weak for any reason, don't keep it, don't try to fight it, speak it up. You can keep fighting it afterwards, but always speak it up. And I will do the same. This is a mutual challenge, if that makes sense, and mutually we're looking after each other. Yeah, it's gonna be behind us. Why would you take it off for? Give me the reason. Cool. Nah. The reason, despite we've got a sun against us, what that the peak gives you is the shadow over your eyes, which helps the reflection from the water. It's like going to Arctic Circle. You have to wear sunglasses despite it's winter, because of the reflection can really give you snow blindness. Today we can get a sun blindness because we've got no waves, so it all looks like a massive mirror. Getting trickier and trickier to catch up with you. That's good. I agree, and especially with kayaking, water sports, because you're touching your hands in the water every paddle stroke. Exactly. You think that you've got enough water where we don't. Mm-hmm. Same. Make your hat wet. Yeah, absolutely, and then put it on the head. That's a really good, because submerge it completely and then put it on your head. Nice one. Because now this water will be dripping on you for next couple minutes, so it's gonna keep you cool. Indeed, that's why it's, in many... Absolutely. Yes, and that is correct, and especially right now because we're in the springtime, so many different plants is growing right now. There is lots of flowers, lots of new leaves, so it's more aroma in the air, more smells than, for example, when we've been on Loch Ness in the winter when it was snowy. Very. That's exactly the benefit of having the kayaks, because we can go in the shallow places all the time using the kayak. Yeah. It's a what? I am, yeah. Island on the right hand side, full of birds. That's why we're not getting any closer to it, so we're not going to disturb anyone nesting right now. And you can see the white small boat in front of us on the horizon over there. Going to the left is going to Luss. That's where we're having our lunch break. Okay, so we've literally a minute to paddle. Well done, Jamie. How are you feeling? Getting hungry yet? That's normal. That is normal. Can you see how shallow it is? Crazy, isn't it? That's why all the boats. Can you see this red marker on the water? That's exactly what is showing to the boat flag with the engines, where is the deep end. So for us, we can sneak around it. Oh, did you hear that? Oh, there is a bird flying off. It's called oyster catcher. Yeah. Yep. On the ground. So we're in Luss. We did a third of the journey. We've got 2/3 to go. It's 12 o'clock. We're still within the time frame. Yeah. Probably. Yep. Okay. Let's put a spread deck on. Not a clue, but it will be about 20 degrees. That's it, so yeah. And better, because we're making better and better time every time. You know, every next expedition. Haha. Definitely think that what happened in 2003 should make it place. It was not our place. Hey, look at that. Lovely old trees. So we still, now we can feel the wind is pushing us towards the end, isn't it?
Nice rocks, nice warm rocks.
Yeah, different rock formations. You can see scars on these rocks, like somebody dragged the fingers against the fingernails. That's to do with the, two different things. One is the ice age, which taking place the last time 10,000 years ago, and then waves, which they batter in it when it's a strong wind. You can see some ducks on the left-hand side as well. They're just flying off. Hey, and they're gone.
Yeah, so
No.
what he did, just trying to go over the oil.
Yeah, as always. If we don't know what it's all about, he's all like... Okay, quick sip of water whilst we stopped, so we don't have to stop again. Wet in your hat.
You think I should wet it?
Yeah.
You're not wet yours?
No, it's wet. It's all soaked, but it's drying really quickly. Right, time to go. Bottle up. Can you see this small town in front of us? That's where we're going to have a no more than 10 minutes break on the beach. Okay? Yeah, pull it. That's it. And you're free to go again. Okay, we're paddling for now 4 hours or 3.5 hours, less than that, okay? We use lots of energy. Every little energy level left in our body counts massively. Energy level left in our body is extremely important. Push your right foot all the way. All the way. That's it. Can you see the white houses? You must aim at it and you must know where your kayak is going every single second. Okay, so I've got it on the video. That's it, Jamie. That's exactly what I meant. I will stay in the boat. We'll see if Jamie wants to cop out. You okay? Uh-huh. Ah, yeah. Pass me your paddle. Pass me your paddle and hold it. Hold it. That's it. You okay, Jamie? Cool. Right, a few minutes break. Drink water. No, it's very soon because you didn't drink. Look how little water you drank since lunch break. By lunchtime, you had a liter of water drunk. Now you only drank half of it. That means if you're gonna drink this very soon, we'll have to stop for toilet. So instead of getting out now and getting out in 10 minutes. Yeah.
At least half a mile apart.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we fell out. Dangerous subject.
Talking about politics, so it created negative vibe, and then we got apart, and then we made friends again.
So did he tell you what party I'm with?
It's a joke. What? Who?
The SNP. I'm the nationalist.
I don't know anything about that. I was going to move good.
No, we're... Yeah, don't worry. Not now. This is not the right time. Yeah, we're 5 hours and 10 minutes on the water. Yeah. Yeah, watch out, there is a small rock in front of you and there is a stick. Take it easy, nice and slowly. Left. Left. Yeah, to the beach. Ignore the stick. Ignore the stick. Ignore it. That's okay, move your paddle, that's it. You're much bigger than that stick. Your camera is attached to the kayak. Step out, step out. That's it. Nice one. So you have to take your camera and just leave it in the kayak. Step out of the kayak. Before you're gonna tip in, Jamie. That's it. Put it in. Nice one. How to switch it off for a second. So we've got a cruise ship coming in. We've got Length of Lomond in front of us. Looks like a pyramid. 996 meters above the sea level. And then we're looking towards Ardlui, towards the end. It's not far off now. Okay, so we've got 4.5 miles to go. Yeah, there is a nice hamlet, lots of small houses on the other side. Very difficult to live there in the winter. Of course, sir. I agree, that's what Loch Lomond has really well, is dramatic views. It's amazing. It's getting tough, but that's exactly now when it's getting tough, and it's only gonna get tougher. This is the challenge, you accept it. Now let's break here. We'll have to hurry up, the wind is picking up, buddy. Can you see the mountain far on the horizon looking like a pyramid? Exactly what we're aiming at. We're not going to the left, we're not going to the right. Aim exactly at that mountain at all time. When we're getting tired, when we're getting exhausted, we're making simple mistakes and consequences can be fatal. So don't drop your hard. Means you have left too long between the breaks for drinking. Every little thing like that we should take as a great learning point about our own performance. Only because we think we're strong in the normal day, today is super hot day. Water, I'm drunk about 3.5 liters. But it takes me like a second to open it, drink it and put it away again. And I'm keep eating every 30 minutes. Come on, last big push. Less than a mile to go. Aim at the pyramid, you're coming away from me. Twist your body a lot, go on. Don't let it stop, because it's really gonna hurt now. Go over the pain. We're aiming for the boats.
Zero.
Yeah, be quick. Right foot, Jamie, we're not using the directions. We cannot accept any more of wasting energy, because I don't have any left. And if I have no, you probably have neither. Push. Go on, Jamie, because so far at the end of the line I've got a video of you sitting, not paddling. Jamie. Last big push. It's your big challenge.
Okay, so what time did we start today?
We started at 10 o'clock this morning and we finished at 5:05 in the afternoon. So it took us 7 hours and 5 minutes, including stops, and we probably spent about 55 minutes on stops in total.
So 10 o'clock this morning?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And it took us all in all, what time did we finish?
5 minutes past 5 in the afternoon, so it took us 7 hours and 5 minutes in total.
And we had numerous breaks just for,
we had
to hydrate.
Exactly.
We had a few breaks to just to hydrate and to replenish ourselves.
Yeah, we had a bigger lunch break, which was good because food is important.
Yeah.
So yeah. And what else? We have seen quite a lot of wildlife along the way, mostly birds. Did you see any fish?
Yeah, I did. I saw, what was that fish that jumped out of the water and went down? What's that called?
Yeah, it could be salmon, it could be trout, it could be something. How big was it?
I don't know, I just saw it when we were talking. It jumped out and went down. There was plenty of sheep around.
Yeah, we did see lots of different types of birds. From the beginning, we've got somewhere good photographs of a heron. Remember? Yeah, we had a heron at the beginning. Then we had some oyster catchers. I've got a beautiful video when the oyster catchers, two oyster catchers flying next to you, which is quite nice. We did see
what was
lots
that
of
bird that we saw and there was chicks with it? That was rare bird.
Yes, golden eye ducks.
Golden eye ducks?
Yeah. So they've got golden eyes.
Really?
Yeah.
We saw rare golden eye ducks and chicks.
Yeah.
With their chicks.
Yeah, they had their babies. We did see lots of seagulls. We did see Canada geese, sorry. And we did see, I think far away at some point today, I did see an eagle.
An eagle?
Yep, a sea eagle on the horizon. It was catching a big fish.
What was the temperature at the morning when we began?
This morning probably about 15 degrees already, and that was at 10 o'clock this morning, so it's definitely the hottest day in Scotland this year so far, so definitely
15, and then
and then it only went up and up and up.
By the middle of it, did it increase to 20?
Probably felt like 20 degrees. Now we were definitely getting much more because we were exposed to the sun with no shade, no shadow, and with the reflection of the water, it just make it really worse, more difficult for us.
we were exposed to the sun a lot, and it was yeah, we had to wear caps.
Yeah.
And I obviously submerged it in the water, and it helped with cooling my body temperature down.
And then obviously regular water breaks. We spent. Do you remember how many liters did you drink today?
Well, with what I've drank, it must have been 4 litres.
Yeah.
4 litres. I drank 4 litres. I've never drank that much before now.
No, that's even on our our third expedition, and that's the most we ever had it. So when are you gonna get?
Yeah, I drank 4 litres. That's my three bottles. 1.5 to 4 litres, isn't it? Yeah, 4 litres.
As soon as you're gonna get to the car and you're gonna get changed, before you're gonna drive, Jamie, drink the rest of the water you have.
Okay.
It's really, really important, because now you're gonna be sitting in the warmer car, warm clothes.
Yeah.
Your dehydration will catch up on you.
Yeah.
So really drink the rest of the water before you're gonna drive.
Do you know on a normal day? I buy that water from Asda, like 6 of them.
Yeah.
6 of them, and that lasts me a few days.
That shows how difficult challenge was today. It really was.
You buy about 6, two of them. Yeah. That normally lasts me, a week or something. Normally you're drinking.
So yeah, today you drank nearly 3.
Yeah, nearly.
In 7 hours.
Yeah, nearly.
So yeah, make sure you're gonna drink the rest of the water before you're gonna drive, because I'm much luckier. I've got a Bob who's gonna drive. He's much fresher. Where if I will be driving this afternoon, I will be definitely much more tired, because what's gonna happen to us in the next 10 minutes? That's what I want to keep talking. Otherwise, we're gonna really easily fall asleep. So yeah, and lack of water is really, really important. We try to avoid it, obviously, by drinking all the time. So easy to happen, and so serious to deal with it. If
lack
you're not
of water.
Absolutely. If you're gonna dehydrate for hour, 2 hours, you can start getting something called a heat stroke.
Yeah.
And that can be very severe, very quickly. So we hopefully avoiding it by drinking lots of water today. Did we have much wind today? Do you remember?
Yeah, we did have a gust of wind towards the end, and it felt about 12-13 mile an hour.
Yeah.
What do you think?
That's very accurate. Well done, Jamie.
Yeah, no,
that's bang on. I would think almost exactly what the forecast said.
Yeah, and it actually got quite nervy, because I was thinking back when wind started to pick up towards 3/4 of the way in, I started to get a bit nervous, because I was thinking back to the Loch Ness challenge and the size of the waves on that, which were 3 foot. And I was thinking, we're only in these single kayaks, so if it gets really bad, all the effort, I didn't have to cancel the trip. So I focused, and I took it even more seriously, because I got a bit scared, a bit worried.
Which wasn't easy, because at this point we were very tired as well.
Yeah.
We both worked for over 7 hours. So yeah, extremely tiring challenge. What else? We did see the biggest mountain nearby. Do you remember what it's called?
Ben Lomond.
Yeah. What Ben means in Scottish language?
Mountain.
Mountain. Very good. Mountain. So yeah, there's lots of bens around here.
Did you hear that, children? Mountain in Scottish is Ben.
Yeah. So there's loads of bens around.
Bens. No, not Big Ben from London.
We did stop for lunch in a very picturesque village called
Luss.
Yeah, very good. L-U-S-S.
You spell Luss like L-U-S-S?
Yeah.
Yeah, we stopped in a little village called Luss. It's mainly a little tourist village, but there are some local residents there.
Yeah.
I would like to live in Luss.
Did we pass any islands today? Do you remember?
Yeah, we passed numerous islands.
Indeed, there's loads of islands on the Loch Lomond. Now, do you remember the name of the biggest of them? It was at the beginning, and it had lots of buildings on it, lots of houses.
No.
Okay? No. It's called Inchmurrin.
Inchmurrin?
Yeah, one word, Inchmurrin Island.
Inchmurrin.
It has accommodation, you can rent there, but also it has a local pub.
Okay.
It was 3 miles away from Balloch.
Yeah. Also, we faced numerous trafficking on the Loch. We faced numerous trafficking on the Loch.
Yeah, that was one of the biggest challenges for today, wasn't it? We couldn't plan for the heat, but we did know that it's going to be much more dangerous for us because of the speedboats, jet skis, fishing boats, and actually, do you remember who created the biggest of the waves?
Who created the biggest of the waves was...
We did say that, you did say that.
Sorry?
You did say who made the biggest waves. It wasn't jet skis, it wasn't speedboats.
Let me think.
It was towards the end, second half of the day. We had loads go on the water here.
Was it that boat?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the cruise ships. The tourist boats, do you remember them?
Yeah.
Fairly big,
Yeah.
20, 30 people on board. Because they're so much bigger, they created much bigger waves. And yeah, they were quite big at times. And we did see a plane, do you remember, at the beginning?
Yeah, there was a plane.
Yeah, and we've got videos of it. Do you remember the length of the trip today?
The length of the trip was 24 miles.
Yeah, 24 miles in the straight line. We did probably 25 to 26 miles.
We did 25, 26 miles all in all.
Because if you're gonna look at the map,
Yeah.
we didn't go in the straight line. We did go and follow the base to stay safer. So we
I've
did
got
go.
the same as that you've given me.
No, this is. I gave you this one.
Oh.
That's a straight line, but this copy is for you.
Sorry?
This copy is for you.
I can have them as well?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, we did go all the way around it, many places. And so yeah, we did about 26 miles in total probably today.
26 miles in total.
And in just over 7 hours, which is not bad, not bad. That still makes average of 3.5 miles an hour. 3.5, yeah, 3.5 miles an hour average.
That's about my walking pace.
Yeah, which is very good because
3.5 miles an hour.
yeah, average. That's good because that's including all the brakes and stops and so on. So here it is. You can see the cruise ship, one of those many which is creating lots of big waves. That's the island here, Jamie. You wanted to stop, but I said no because there were birds nesting on the other side of it.
What time is it now?
It is 5:30.
Oh.
So we should be in Balloch about 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
And home unfortunately 8, sorry about. Home about 8. Sorry about.
The memory on this, yeah, the microphone on this has covered all that, isn't it? It can pick all that, yeah.
Yeah, because I remember from the previous trips, microphone picked up really well, even in the casing. You know, the waterproof casing, which is quite good. So it was nicer to watch the video because then you can hear the sound. So yeah, the microphone is awesome. Was it easiest of your challenges on the kayak?
Saying that, how I feel, I remember I wanted to memorise when I was on the challenge how I felt, and honestly speaking, I felt quite strong throughout.
Very good.
So yeah, the only part, I felt strong throughout, and I want to remember that I felt strong throughout. The only part that I found that was strenuous was the heat factor and the dehydration, which was
crazy,
affecting me. Was the heat, dehydration. Okay. I think that's covered everything.
I hope so, but yeah, if you're gonna think of anything else, we can always switch the camera on and ask it again. Okay. Because yeah, we can reflect it. No, Jamie, thank you. It was a tough challenge because it's the hottest day of the year.
It's the hottest day of the year.
Yeah.
The hottest day of the year. Yeah.
Really tough challenge.
Yes.
The heat made it